Hey everyone, Crypto Motivation here. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since I have made a video, but I have not stayed away from cryptocurrency. So I'm back making another video, but this one is purely just on staking your coin. There's a couple of coins out there that you're looking into staking. I'm just going to show you the two coins currently that I'm using, that I'm staking currently now, and the two platforms that I have been using between the two coins. But before I begin, let me just remind you that I am not a certified financial planner or financial advisor, and that the information provided should not be used as financial advice, but again, it's only a source of opinion. And with that, let's get on here regarding the staking. So, what is basically a proof of stake? Well, Wikipedia explains what a proof of stake is. It is a type of algorithm by which a cryptocurrency blockchain network aims to achieve distributed consensus. In proof-of-stake-based cryptocurrencies, the creator of the next block is chosen via various combinations of random selection and wealth of age. So basically what you're doing is that you're taking the current coin that allows staking to be done. You stake that coin, you'll start to be getting rewarded a certain amount of coins for as long as the maturity of that coin that you kept. Basically, it's a fixed deposit. You'll be able to then basically be paid an interest amount as a reward. And currently, the platform that I'm using for LINDACOIN is called simplepospool.com. And the reason why I'm using them is because I like how I'm able to actually get more from just the pool staking than I would from just the solo staking. It says here's the quantity of the coins is defined by the coin developer and is presented in an annual percentage rate. There are coins of there to the market that pay out between from 1% up to 10%. The reason why you get paid is because when you are staking, you have your personal wallet 24/7 opened, and you're helping support the blockchain network of the coin. So personally, myself, I don't care to have just my laptop or computer running at all times, which takes up electricity and whatnot, and leaving that wallet open that way and do solo staking because I just personally just don't want to do that as of right now. And I'm liking this pool staking that I've been doing. Now, example of sole staking versus pool staking, they give it basically kind of an interest rate of say if you have over 100,000 coins, you put in your deposit if this was solo staking with your own wallet that you have locally yourself, and after about 3 days you see what's been returned, which is about 7,400. This is just an example. And then on day 6, then you have a total of about 115,443. For the pool staking, if you're enjoying with a group, is that you would be able to put in, say, the same amount as the example, and you're basically getting your interest in your daily staking rewards every day. And then on day 6, you made 115,832 as an example. So it says on day 6, you'll have 389 more coins if you staked within a pool. So basically, solo staking versus the pool staking, you'll get a slice of the pool's pie based on the weight you have of the total amount of pools in the coin. So here's the website, or here's what's inside for the staking, and you can see here that I made a deposit with Linda so far as it is. Now, currently right now it shows that I have an amount of 5,041. If we click on activity, withdrawals and deposits, we'll see where I started and how I'm at to that point as of right now. As you can see here, you click on this, is that at the time, which was 2/20, on the 20th of this month, I deposited the amount of 4,999, and this is the transaction ID, and it was sent to the pool at this time. Now, just FYI, depending if you have your coin on a exchange or wallet, I did it from an exchange, and it did show up here, and it took about 2.5 hours to get here. So by the time I received the transaction ID from the exchange itself, it appeared pretty much directly right here within their site. And again, it took about 2.5 hours, just FYI. So you can see that I did deposit about 4,999, and we click on stakes. We will see here that I earned each day a stake. So you see that after 24 hours, and technically it was a little over, almost about 30 hours. So that's what you have to wait to expect for actually each first stake is a little over 24 hours. Mine was about 30. Some other people I know was 25, and some was 34. But I did receive my first stake of 6.9 from that just amount. Two of the rewards that came out that day on the 22nd was 6 and 4. On the 24th, I received 7 and 7. And then on the 25th here, I received actually 3 payouts of 3, 2, and 2. So total of basically 7 there as well. So I've received a total amount of 5,041, which was technically about 42 additional LINDACOINs at this time. So what's cool about this is you go to your deposit. This is what I did. And then I clicked on the staking information that came up regarding LINDACOIN. Talked about the mature time, which is 24 hours. It also gives you the wallet information if you want your own wallet, the social media. And I do have communicated on Discord with a simple proof of stake pool and with any type of issues or questions that I have. And they've been pretty much responding pretty quickly. And from there, with that information, I'm able to view the deposit address, and you can see that this will come up with the QR code here, which will say, I understand that my deposit will be added to the input that will generate a stake reward. The stake reward don't have a specific time nor date. As we can see from my activity, it was pretty random. And then if your order of withdrawals, if I order a withdrawal and my coins are in one of the generating inputs, I'll have to wait for the stake to happen, and only after the stake my order will be accomplished. So it looks like there will be a little bit of a waiting time depending if at what timeline that you're doing this, if they're generated input, that you'll then get your withdrawal. Now I have not done a withdrawal as of yet. Others that I spoke to, they have been able to withdraw and been successful and not a problem. But I will be experiencing that, and I'll have another video on that as well. If we go over to profile, click on that. What's cool is that if you want to get an email each time that you get a reward, you do that, and I get it directly. So you can turn on these switches if you like. If we go back to home, the variety of current tokens or coins that they are currently staking is XP, Buzz, Linda, of course, Ember, PackCoin, and some others as well, BitB. And they should probably be adding some more over time too. If you head over to marketing, which is also pretty cool, is that they also have some tutorials here that you can click on. Click on that. There we go. And these are pretty much just some YouTube videos that maybe if you're still a bit stuck, like you don't know what to do, they show you how to make the deposit, how to do the withdrawal, how to activate or delete your Google Authenticator, signing up, and just pretty much the simple proof of stake pool activity that moves on. Little quick 2-minute YouTube videos that they present, which is really cool. They do also have then their, like I was showing here, their PDF file regarding the percentage rate, how pretty much the process is, and what to expect from them or with this platform. Now, one thing I have liked about it is what it's produced, what the community is there with Discord. And again, for myself, you say, okay, well, what if the site goes down and that's it? Which everything in life, anything is, does it guarantee that can always be around? No, but nothing in life is a guarantee. So I definitely, for myself, I only put in the amount that I'm willing to lose. This was kind of just a test run. And I'll be putting in some more in later this week to see how it produces, and I'll give you an update on that as well, along with withdrawals and what things you can be expecting. But again, I'm not going to be putting any more than I'm willing to lose, but I do like the fact that with this pool, I'm getting consistent daily stakes, rewards, and that I can also, this is just a lot quicker way of creating more LINDACOIN than just if I did it solo. And my ultimate goal is to eventually get to 2 million, where I'll be able to generate a master node and be able to generate some more additional tokens at the time. The other staking program platform that we've been using for a little longer has been called Stake United. Now, Stake United, I deposited Ember, and again, this was from a exchange as well. It's a test run, and my recommendation, if you are interested, always do a little quick test deposit. This amount is very little in the world of Ember, but I wanted to make sure that it get there, and it did. It went under about 30 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes or so, and I did it from an exchange as well as I did with Linda. Again, Linda took a little over 2.5 hours, and this one took about 20 minutes. Now, they do mention regarding with simple POS pool that if you do make a deposit, wait for about 2 hours to show up on their platform. So they do give you that warning. And it did, like I said, it took about a little over 2.5 hours for me. This one, again, was a little over 30 minutes as a test run, and then I went ahead and decided to go ahead and put this amount, which was a little over 5.1 million. So the date of that was on the 13th, is when I did that. and so far it is the 25th by making this video. So it's been a little over 12 days, and you can see that my total stake rewards has been over $1 million. So from 5.1 million now is at 6.1 million, and at the current rate, the amount that I had that first on the 12th when I made that deposit, it was $550, and I'm currently now at $700. So about $150 was made from just Ember from on this staking here. Now, this video again is just going to be purely on just staking, what the platforms have been running, what I've been doing using a pool, and again only putting in what I can afford to lose, and I'll be starting to do withdrawals myself from them a little bit just to give it a test, and of course how much from risk and how much to lose and what I determine. Regarding the status of Ember, I know they're working on an Ember version 2.0. They're working on logos. It's now just a community drive. They broke away from Chartis, and I'll be doing some other videos getting more into detail about their status and what they're doing. This is something to still stay with. But for right now, instead of just for myself just sitting and doing nothing, I kind of like that I'm putting it over here and making some value while things get squared away. Also the same thing with LINDACOIN and the future of that. I'll be making some future videos. But purely right now, this is purely just staking, using a pool that I like, that I'm able to use, and seeing how this has all been functioning. And it's been working well for me, and I've been liking it so far. As for EMBERCOIN, if you do not have a wallet, you get it at GitHub. The latest version that was produced was back on December 29th. The Windows version is the one that I've been using. And once you get this wallet and you install it, it's not going to be able to sync up correctly because there's two specific files that you need to download, which is very important. And on the Discord website, they mentioned about this ember.conf file and peers.dat. And they give you really good instructions on how this is done regarding whether it be a Windows or a Mac, whatever operating system you use, where to place them, making sure that your wallet is not running at the time. Place those files in them, start it up, and eventually it gets a connection within so much time, within an hour or so, which worked for me, and then it was starting to create the sync. Now, just FYI, just letting you know that even though I got completely synced up, I shut down the wallet, and then I started up again, and it seemed like it was taking forever for it to get a connection. Sometimes you may have to shut it down again, and then start up. That's just my experience, and then it does come up. And it does go ahead, and it is synced up with the network. So, but it is important that you do this. It's called the wallet connection issues. People that are able to get their wallet synced up, these are the two important files that are required that you need to replace in order to get to work. I've done it myself, and it's been able to work just fine. And you can see, currently you don't see any EMBERCOIN as of yet, but this is synced up. We're good to go. I have my 3 active connections, and it says I'm up to date where I'm at. So it does work. And again, I'll be doing some withdrawals from Stake United, giving that a test, and I'll be doing some future videos on that as well. Moving on to Lendconnect, this has been my lending platform that has been around. They came out during their ICO around October, November-ish time, and I've been very happy with them, especially during all the hard times of other lending platforms. This is just one that I've been with. Currently, they have been consistent with their promise of interest rates between 1.5 and 5%. When Bitcoin kind of had its big tank, you know, we went from almost close to 18,000, 19,000 down to almost, 6,000 or so. These guys have still been around. They've been going through, been very transparent with the community. Interest rates no lower than 1.5. There was one day on the 14th of this month that was a 0.5. They explained that they were doing upgrades within their wallets times, and that they weren't doing any trading that day, and that they only were able to give up that much of that time. But here you can see on the next day they've been transparent. 2.3% on the 19th, and again just a little fluctuation, 1.5, 1.6, and then 1.5. Currently, if we take a look at my lending wallet, at the time on the 14th of January, I had the amount 1,931 here. Originally, it was about 1,050, as I mentioned, and with the interest rates, I kept compounding the interest, and then I stopped. And the reason why I stopped was that the price of LCT dropped pretty good, down to, I think the lowest was, was about 75 cents, and I would just take my the money that I made from interest, and I kept reinvesting into the LCT token because in my opinion, I believe it's going to go up very well. And I've been able to purchase over 416 additional LCT coins within that time just from the interest, no cost from me, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward for that price to go up. But I'm probably going to start doing with compound interesting and see how this develops. So as for the exchange, today was going to be their big day. Was the 25th. They had version 1 and version 2 that was coming out. They did put a note out here saying, first and foremost, they want to thank everyone and you personally for the support and the trust given to us behind Lendconnect. The hype that we see every single day from especially the social platform, Telegram, Twitter, Facebook is unreal, which is very true. This gives us more and more motivation to provide you the most stable, secure platform. So unfortunately, during the development of the internal exchange, came across a few unexpected critical bugs that could compromise our stability. So it listed the problems that they encountered at the time was the graph population, live updates and fixes, validation impact, the lending wallets, and the trading history. So it says we are sharing this to be transparent and show you our progress. With that being said, the internal exchange must be delayed an additional 5 days until March 2nd. We believe this will give us enough time to ensure that the problems above are solved in this way if possible. This delay is the best interest of the community and also our investors. It says again, the team and myself personally thank you with continued support. We are here to deliver the best. We are here to stay, and this is just the beginning of what's planned to come, which I completely, right now, that's what they've been doing. They've been very transparent. What they say is what they do, and pretty much not just go by their word, but also, they deliver based on what they said. LCT signals here that will be coming soon. This is also another thing. The Ethereum staking that they will also be providing as well, which I will be interested in getting involved with once that has delivered. So if we want to take a little quick sneak peek of what the exchange will look like, click on this. This is just a little graph that they produced about a week ago or so, or less than that, I should say. And this is what the exchange will look like coming from them. We were hoping that we'd get this on the 25th, but again, based on that note that they're doing, looks pretty sleek, pretty much straight up that what we see from a lot of professional platforms. Your open orders, the seller's trade history, also the specific live updates in the exchange, and of course then along the chart, and then the buy and the sell. The other thing that I'm really interested into is that they're also going to be providing regarding the staking again. Remember, this is a video about staking Ethereum, which I've never seen before. Lendconnect is the Ethereum-based project. You will be able to trade your LCT for Ethereum. After the launch of the basic features, we'll add an Ethereum staking. You can choose a package that fits you. So package 1 to stake your Ethereum for about 15 days in the Lendconnect platform and receive a 2.5% bonus on the capital release 15 days later. So a lot of big things are coming. I think they're being very, my opinion is, entrepreneurs changing the game of lending. It's not just going to be the basic what we saw in the past, ones that did well, some that did, or they did well for a very little while, but then collapsed, and of course ones that went for a long time just on one basic platform, and of course it collapsed. And these guys, to my opinion, are being entrepreneurs and using other angles to support it, not just support a flat platform, but be very diversified with other things that people that would be interested in. I think the big proof or the big test for them, which I think is great, is during the time of, this is my opinion, during the time of January when all the, not just Bitcoin going down, but the elimination of BitConnect that went away, all the legalities, all that stuff that happened, and just the price of Bitcoin just dropping along with all the other cryptocurrencies. These guys have stayed around, be able to deal with their interest rate payouts, and they continue on being very transparent with the community, being on Discord, communicating with the people on their updates, and sticking with a game plan regarding what they'll be delivering over time. Now, of course, the exchange here was supposed to be on the 25th, and they weren't able to get this out, but they were saying, hey, they have some bugs that they're working on. They still need a few more days. I completely understand that. I mean, for myself as a software developer that I work with developers in, that when it comes to producing something as a production for people, sometimes you run into things even though you have a milestone date, and then there's setbacks and things happen, and then you need an extra few days because it's just not working out the way you thought it would. So for myself, it's in the world of technology, that's just the way it is. And along with bugs, I mean, you see that with your cell phones. They're always pushing out patches. Oh, this fixes this. This is for your iPhone, your Droid, or whatever. So it's just a typical world. And I just kind of like to see, I just really like how these guys are communicating. These guys are staying around. They're sticking to their word, and they've been doing quite well. So, again, I've just been taking what's been made so far during this time because the price dropped down so low. The lowest they got was 75 cents, I believe. So I've been able to buy around the $2, $1.75 range. They got about as high as about, I think, close to $5 about a day or two ago. So they dropped down, probably some sell-offs a little bit. Currently they're running at $3. And they've been doing pretty good, because the exchange here, you should be able to buy the LCT here. But I believe you could still buy it here from Coin Exchange. So been really well. I'm looking forward to the staking the Ethereum. I'm going to take a little bit of Ethereum when that happens, not all of my Ethereum, which for myself would be pretty foolish, which is a little bit, and see how it produced, and I'll give you guys a status report on that and whatnot. So as of today, I'm going to go ahead, try to make a decision. Currently, right now, the price is at $3. So if I go to my my lending wallet. If I do an exchange and we choose the max, I get 9.2 LCT. I'm kind of debating if I want to do that or go ahead and start going down the path of just reinvestment. Now the cool part is if you're someone that just wants to continue to reinvest and do the compound, they do have an on and off switch here as well. And you click on that, and basically based on your contract here, divvy out the percentage of reinvesting. So depending on how much you have reinvesting and keep based on the contract. So currently this is my one contract, or I want to create another second type of contract between those. So which is kind of cool. So to give you definitely some diversification on how you want to deal with your investment instead of just one thing. Of just, okay, reinvest and it's going to be 100% everything. I can split it out if you feel like it. So I'm going to decide here probably a little bit later today if I want to purchase more, because how do I feel if the price is going to continue on shooting up, which, as they get more and more popular, and of course there's only a certain amount of tokens that are out there, which is a very limited amount, this price really has the potential of shooting up, in my opinion. But I might start getting to reinvest because I want to get that compounding going up. But again, they're working on their platform continually every time. Support is on there every day. If you have any questions within their Telegram. And let's see what else. I think one last thing. Hold on. I wanted to show you this one video. Yeah, so if you go directly to the web page here, Lendconnect.io, you'll see a little video that they make from Sam. And we'll just play that real quick and watch this, and we'll end it with that.
My name is Sam, project manager and co-CEO of Lendconnect. We have been very transparent to our communities since the ICO phase. We always communicate what we are doing, update our Telegram channel daily, and ask for feedback from the users. I'm also very connected with the community. Almost every day, I'm available for questions or to chit-chat in the Telegram community channel. Also, the fact that we build everything from scratch is counting. We've been developing the Lendconnect platform since October 2017. Every single day, the developers are coding a better and more secure platform. This is also the reason why after 5 months, the platform isn't finished yet. Developing from scratch takes some time, but people have loved the results. Last week, we finally just put the first preview of the internal exchange online. I'm not used to showing something this early on. It is always kind of scary because you don't want people to think that this is the final result. On one hand, you're excited that they like it. On the other hand, it's not done, and there are a million changes to make between now and the final product. Because of the very public nature of this process, I think that a failure of this product would mean that people would never trust a project like this again. If we screw up delivering this project and it isn't good, it will be the last so-called lending platform that's existed. If we look in the past, BitConnect, DaverCoin, LoopX, Gold Reward, they all failed and couldn't deliver what they said they would deliver. I don't think that the crypto community will give us a second shot. It is a bit all or nothing for us. If we don't deliver, it's over. We are Lendconnect, and we are here to stay.
So there you have it. So far, these guys have been delivering, and what he says has been true. And I was part of their ICO and the purchase at the time, and it's been doing quite well for me. And you know, their goal is to be here for the long run, and my goal is that, hey, if they're here, you know, till summer, I did great. And if they're here in October, November this year, I will do fantastic. And that's my opinion with that. And again, I'm playing it safe regarding, you know, what I put in. So again, hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like. Leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe. I'll keep you posted more regarding these other platforms that I'm staking and some additional coins. Also some updates on the other specific coins like the Ember of the Pack, the LINDACOIN as well, just on the project and updates, and of course other ones that are coming out or have been around and which are good potential. So other than that, hope you like this video. Again, hit subscribe. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment. Really appreciate that. And well, again, there will be a link below if you want to use. Yeah, it will have a referral link, but you don't have to use it if you don't want. But it will be there for all of these if you decide or not. And again, it's your choice if you want to use them or not, or any of this, or just continue on watching what I'm doing, which is cool too. Till then, we'll talk to you next time.